Hey friends, you're welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, yeah, but I'm doing this today to talk to someone, to tell someone that God will give you good success. This is for someone who's been worrying whether they will be successful in that adventure, in that business, in that project that you're doing right now. The good news that I have for you in this season is that God will give you good success. Christ, your wisdom, will give you good success. I'm looking at the book of First Corinthians chapter 1 verse 30. It says, "But of him you are in Christ Jesus, who became for us wisdom from God." It is believed that there has never been, a wealthier king than King Solomon. God gave him wisdom that not only made him wise in the matter of justice, but also brought him gold and silver, made him wealthy. See, according to some reports done in 1925, it says the cost of Solomon's temple in terms of value at that time, as at 1925, was 87 billion US dollars. You can imagine how much his wealth would be at this time. He says the priests of those times, they wore their garments were more than $10 million each. This is just what was spent on the temple, talk less of his own personal assets. See, we can go on and on talking about Solomon and all of that. But hey, the good news I brought for you, I'm bringing for you today is that if there is a need to feed the hungry, Jesus simply multiplied whatever food was placed in his hand. There is one that is greater than Solomon. His name is Jesus, and he is the most prosperous man who ever lived on this earth. On one occasion, he multiplied 5 loaves of bread, and he multiplied it to feed 5,000. 5,000 men, talk less of women. If any of his own faced lack, before you know it, abundant provision flowed to them. Now, if Jesus was abundant, and the word says that in him we move and we have our being. Jesus merely spoke a word of command, and schools of fishes obeyed. In another incident, he provided the money for the temple tax. My friends, I don't know who you are listening to me right now. Jesus has become for you wisdom from God. If you are a businesswoman, a businessman, if you are a student, with Christ in you, you have wisdom that is greater than the wisdom of all the world's business gurus put together. If you are a student, with Christ in you, you will manifest wisdom that is greater than all the wisdom of the brilliant minds put together. All you need to do is believe that because Jesus, God's wisdom, is in you, there is no reason why you cannot prosper today and astonish the world in the very same way that Solomon did, in the very same way that Jesus Christ is, because Jesus is in you. If this resonates with you, click on the subscribe button, friends. The news that I have for you is that Jesus Christ is in you. And because he is in you and he is God's wisdom, there is no reason why you cannot prosper today. We have few days to the end of 2022. It's just 2 weeks to the end of 2022. You might be thinking, how can I make it before the end of this year? How can I make it? How can I go on in 2023? I have come to tell you that because Jesus Christ is in you, you have the wisdom of God in you that can propel you to prosper. Shalom. I'll see you in the next one.